Welcome to the Howdy Movie Show. Here it is, Friday the 13th. Don't walk any under ladders. Don't break any mirrors. Don't have a black cat run in front of you. All kinds of old adages that we were worried about on Friday the 13th. But today I'm really worried because of the demonstrations going across the country and being called for by the pro-Hamas people around the world to protest Israel. I was watching the news and I saw protesters at New York University and Harvard, and they went up to these people and they asked them what they think about Hamas beheading little babies. And this one girl said, "Oh, that never happened." Or about raping and killing women. "Well, that never happened. It's all Israeli propaganda." So the movies and the dead bodies, that was all staged by Israel. It's amazing to me how ignorant people are. I remember Jay Leno on his show had Streetwalking with Jay Leno, and he would ask questions, and you would be amazed at the lack of education people have in the United States. So this is quite an indictment on our educational system, because these kids have no idea what they're talking about, but they hate the Jews. And that's been embedded on them in our educational system, because now we've let that education system go to pot. We have professors now that are anti-American. They seem to be profoundly in the numbers of universities that are anti-American. They forget where they got their freedom from. I think if they walked around Arlington National Cemetery, they would have no idea who's buried there or why they're honored. So we have all kinds of people today on October the 13th, Friday the 13th, and I worry that just as 9/11 had a special date in American history, December 7th had a special date in American history. I just hope Friday the 13th doesn't hold something where there's a tragedy going on perpetrated by Muslims, by terrorists from the Middle East. That's where they're from. And think about it. They said that Hamas planned this attack for 2 years. Take a look at our southern border. Take a look at our border policy under Obama. Take a look at our border policy currently with Joe Biden. 2 million people are in here that we have no idea who they are. Do you think they would take time to plan an attack? Do you think there's any terrorists involved, any drug runners, any bad characters? Of course there are. So mark my word, people are going to die because of Barack Obama and Joe Biden's policy on the border. They will die. It's unfortunate. It's a tragedy. But you have to have a president of the United States that, number one, is a leader, and number two, wants to protect the citizens of the United States beyond any other type of human being on the planet. You are president of the United States of America, of the citizens, of the voters. It'd be nice if you enjoyed the presidency and loved the country you were president of, as did Mr. Trump. Schiffhead of the week. Too numerous to mention. I'll start out by saying all those who are anti-Israeli, who blame Israel for the current mess, the slaughter this past weekend. Especially the Squad. These are people who are members of Congress who came here to the United States from other countries, who located in towns that had massive population dispersion as they were, Muslim, Afghanistan, whatever you want, so that when elections came about, they were the ones that were voted for. Is that racism? Of course it is. But again, you remember, only white people can be racist. I remember there was a district in Ohio where Barack Obama got 23,000 votes and Mitt Romney got 0. I wonder how that happened. I wonder what color that district was. Is that racism? Of course not. They're just making a choice. The Schiffhead of the week starts out going to what they call the squad. That is, let's see here, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Iliad Omar, Presley, Tlaib, Cori Bush, all praised Hamas. Never once called them on the carpet for the slaughter that they did this weekend. They're the Schiffheads of the week. They could get that award every week. As could Joe Biden. As could Barack Obama. All those kids who are endlessly roaming the streets praising Hamas because they don't know any better. Because that's what they're taught in our universities. They're runner-ups. I hope today does not bring a tragedy across this country. There are certain dates we remember. I hope this isn't one of them. I hope all of you have a great weekend, a peaceful weekend. I hope the Israeli soldiers, the Israeli government, crush, eradicate Hamas. This is a crossroads of history. It's time to have the good guys win and be praised. I hope Joe Biden has the balls to lead. I doubt it, but I hope he convinces those around him or whoever is running this government to stand by Israel and give them everything that they want. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the Howdy Boomy podcast on the YouTube Howdy Boomy channel. God bless you. God bless America. I'll see you on what I hope is a peaceful Monday.